Good morning, everyone. We are Group 44 and we are doing a project on an advanced greywater recycling system. Water scarcity is a rising global issue, and with population growth and climate change, it's only getting worse. That's why solutions like greywater recycling are not just useful, they are essential. So let's dive into what greywater recycling is, how it works, and how it can benefit both the environment and our daily lives. We'll be covering everything from the basics of greywater recycling, benefits, and the challenges of greywater recycling systems. But for now, let's just start with the basics. So, what is exactly greywater? Greywater is the relatively clean wastewater that comes from our bathrooms, sinks, showers, and laundry. Basically, all household water except for toilet waste. It might sound gross at first, but here's the interesting part. Most of it is actually reusable with minimal treatment. Let me ask you something. Have you ever thought about where all your shower water goes after you use it? You step out feeling clean, but all that water, which is still relatively clean, just disappears down the drain. That's what we call greywater. Here's the problem. We are running out of fresh water. Across the world, rivers are drying up, groundwater levels are dropping, and cities are facing water shortages. In a typical household, greywater makes up around 50 to 80% of total wastewater. That's a massive amount of water that just goes down the drain every single day. And it doesn't have to. Instead of letting that water go to waste, greywater recycling systems collect, filter, and reuse it for non-drinking purposes, like flushing toilets, watering gardens, or even washing clothes again. This doesn't just save water, it reduces water bills and puts less pressure on our freshwater resources. But the real question is, how does it all work? What kind of setup do you need? What are the costs? And are there any downsides? We have answers for all of that questions.
Thank you, Ramya. Let's start with how greywater is being reused today. Greywater is lightly used water from places like showers, sinks, and washing machines. While not clean enough to drink, it can be very useful. One main is uses toilet flushing. It saves lot of fresh water because toilet don't need drinking quality water. It also used for watering gardens and landscaping since the water often has nutrients that helps plant grow. Greywater is also used for cleaning like mopping floors and washing surfaces at homes. And thanks to advanced treatment system, greywater can be filtered, cleaned and reused again, creating a more sustainable water system. And let's look at how different countries are reusing greywater. In United States, there are no nation rules. Each state decides. California started using greywater back in 1800s. In Australia, studies in 1990s shows it saves water and it's safe if done right. Cyprus gives money to people to install system at homes. It's used in hotels even for flushing toilets. Japan uses greywater in both homes and large buildings. In Tokyo, big buildings must recycle at least 100 cubic meters a day. In UK, over 150 systems have been tested, but high cost and low water price make it harder to adopt. In Germany, greywater is legal but not common. People prefer using rainwater because it feels cleaner. So overall, countries are using greywater in smart ways, but their approaches are very different.
Hi everyone. Today I want to talk about something that affects all of us, water pollution. It's a serious issue, but the good news is there are a lot of practical ways to can prevent it. Let's start with something really basic. How we throw things away. A big cause of water pollution is when people dump garbage, oil, or chemical straight into drains or rivers. Things like batteries, cooking oil, and cleaning product might seem harmless at home, but they can really damage water source if not disposed or properly. So just being careful about where our waste goes make a big difference. Another simple but powerful change, cutting down on plastic. Single-use plastic, like water bottle or snack wrappers, often end up in rivers or oceans where they can take centuries to break down. and they are harmful to wildlife too. Switching to reusable bag and bottles and supporting bans on single-use plastics is a step anyone can take. Now, let's talk about farming. Many farmers use chemical fertilizers that can wash into nearby water when it rains. That runoff can pollute rivers and even lead to harmful algal blooms. Encouraging more eco-friendly farming practices, like using organic fertilizers and natural pest control, can go a long way in protecting our water. Industries also have a big role to play. Factories need to treat their wastewater properly before releasing it. Government should always strict rules and keep an eye on pollutions levels. But companies can also take the lead by investing in greener technology. And finally, maybe most importantly, we need more public awarenesses. A lot of people don't realize that even pouring paint or oil down the drain can seriously harm ecosystems. That's why education is so important. School programs, community cleanups, even social media campaigns, all of these help people understand how they can make a difference. So, to wrap up, we all have a part to play. Whether it's government, industries, farmers, or just us in our everyday lives. Even small steps add up when we work together. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you, Ali. That was great. Let me take it from here. Now, I will share the key sustainable development goals related to water management. These goals focus on improving water quality by reducing pollution and minimizing the release of untreated wastewater. First one is ensure access to safe water and sanitation by reusing greywater like water from sink or showers, which helps reduce the demand for fresh water. This also supports better hygiene by providing a reliable source of non-potable water for cleaning and other uses. Second one is build resilient, sustainable urban environments. Cities face high water stress, and this can be reduced by managing water more effectively. Also, investing in eco-friendly facilities can help cities handle water challenges better. And the third one is promote sustainable resource use and waste reduction. Water recycling homes and industries save resources. It also cuts pollution by reducing untreated wastewater. This starts into rivers and oceans. In summary, by reusing and recycling and managing water wisely, we not only conserve resources but also help create cleaner and more sustainable communities.
Thank you, Nitika. So, hi everyone. Today I will be talking about the stakeholder identification. So, and benefit related to our project. So, let's begin with stakeholder identification. Stakeholders are the people or groups who are connected to this project. They help in the project, get affected by it, or receive benefits from it. In our project, we identified 6 main stakeholder categories. First one is residents. They are the mainly who use water at home every day, and they are direct users of the system we working on. So second one is local authorities. These includes water boards, sanitization departments, and environmental bodies. Third one is business owners. This group include plumbers, like equipment sellers and service providers like them. Fourth one is community groups. They are local NGOs and association, and they play important role in spreading awareness and educating people. So fifth one is schools. Schools are the key in promoting sustainability. They help build awareness in the young generation about water use and the environment. Sixth one, the last one is health bodies. These are public health and safety organizations. So these categorize also these stakeholders can get many benefit from our project. Like homeowners can get low water bills, eco-friendly lifestyle, long-term utility savings. Also educational institutions can get this our project for their case studies for teaching, also research and innovative projects. Also local government can reduce pressure on water supply, again less load from wastewater treatment. Also environmental organizations can get promote water conservation, again collaborate on awareness campaigns. Now let's move to impact of the Greywater recycle project. We can divide the impacts into three categories like environmental, economical and social. So first, the environmental impacts. We can saving 40 to 60% of fresh water, also releasing less wastewater to the environment, also helping soil to stay healthy and healthy and with nutritions also. But if we fail to complete this project, this very badly affect to environment, like examples like overuse of fresh water, more pollution in water bodies, harm to ecosystem, soil degradation. Secondly, economic. So now we can talk what are the positive effects for the economic, like saving money for households, creating new jobs, increasing property values. On the other hand, if we fail to complete this project, get some negative effects for economic, such as higher water bills, more public spending on water systems, also miss job opportunities to some people. So next we move to third one. The third one is the social impacts. So positive impacts are stronger communities, more learning opportunities for students, also helping people to stay healthy and encouraging people to use their own recycled water. Also, like before, on the other hand, if we fail to complete this project, get some negative effect on also social. There are water shortages if the system fails, poor sanitation in dry areas, a lack of sustainability education. So it's clear. Now it's clear that the project can bring many benefits, saving water, money, and the environment. So, but if we don't complete this project, it will there would be serious negative effect for all of us. So that's why we are need to everyone's support for residents to government and business to business owners to school and all of us. So all of us support for this project. So then we can make this is success and we can help to prevent environmental issues. So thank you.
Thank you, Vitanike. I will explain how greywater recycling brings benefits to different stakeholders of the society, starting with households. Reusing greywater means we don't have to use a lot of clean water for things like toilet flushing, watering plants, or outdoor cleaning purposes. That can cut down our clean water usage by 30 to 50%. That's a huge saving on our water bills. And for people with gardens or home crops, recycled greywater is a reliable source of water that doesn't rely on the main supply. Moving to municipalities and governments. When a large number of people reuse greywater, it reduces pressure on drainage systems and treatment plants, making them more efficient and last longer. It also supports water security, helping cities manage demand and deal with shortages. Finally, agriculture and the economy. Treated greywater is great for irrigation, especially where clean water is limited or costly. It gives farmers a safe alternative water source. As recycled greywater contains nutrients like nitrogen and phosphorus, it reduces the need for chemical fertilizers and supports sustainable farming. The shown references on the slide provide more details and evidences for each of these stakeholder benefits. So that was a general overview of our greywater recycling system. It's a simple, practical solution to reduce water waste, lower bills, and support our lifestyle. We believe it's a smart step toward better water use at home. Thank you for listening, and we hope this inspires more eco-friendly choices.